All right, everybody, here we are. How to get Dragon Stones if you're an advanced or veteran player. If you haven't checked out the last two videos, go ahead and do so. Maybe there's something on there you haven't done and you're a veteran and you're watching this and you're going to be like, yo, whoa, what? I haven't done that and I could get how many stones out of it? So make sure you go do check them out. But let's get right into it. So, what is a veteran player in my eyes? I explained it in the last video. To me, a veteran player is somebody who's been playing since literally day one. They haven't really missed a banner other than if they decided to skip it themselves or they just didn't pull the unit or whatever. An advanced player to me is somebody who doesn't matter when they started, they pull and pull and pull and pull and pull and pull and get all the cards that they want. But run out of shit to do on the game for Dragonstones. So that's where I come in. Number one, in my opinion, to grind up Dragonstones as an advanced or veteran player, however the hell you want to call it. I'm gonna say those are the same thing right now. EZAs. EZAs for a non-LR will give you 30 stones every time. For an LR, you only do 10 stages and you get I hadn't even ever done the math either. You get 30 stones from both LRs and non-LRs. You want to stay committed to these, man. These are so easy. If you have LR, Int, Vegeta, and Trunks, and you can make a good team around them, I shit you not, you can really beat most of these literally no problem. Doesn't matter if they're not the correct team or not. That's kind of how I did it. And then obviously as you get lower and lower, the EZAs just get easier and easier. But make sure you do all EZAs. Obviously very important. I like to save this one and just do it in chunks whenever I really need stones. Like I said, I'm waiting for Gohan and Cell Max to get announced before I actually start doing this one again. But yeah, lots of stones. Lots and lots of stones out of EZAs. So if you haven't already completed them all, please, please, please go ahead and do so. Number two, and this one's a huge one that I actually really didn't even think about like that. This Dragon Ball Infinite event is fucking nuts. There is no other word for it. It is nuts. There's 22 or more stages right now. Apparently there's a new one. I didn't even know. The missions for this. If you get to stage 21 just fucking around, I promise you 100 Dragonstones. Promise. Promise, promise, promise. I gotta shout out my buddy Jacob. He's the one who told me about this. I completely just put it on. I saw it and I completely just put it on the side. I was like, oh, there's probably so many side missions I have to do just to even complete half of the missions. But no, I'm telling you right now, you go in here, you beat the entire thing just fucking around with a fuck around team, 100 stones. Promise, promise, promise. Bug Place 2 guarantee. I swear to God. I don't know if it's just because I was using. Let me see, what team did I beat this with, man? I'm telling you, I really did not. Yeah, see, I beat it with Vegeta and Trunks team. So if you have them and you can get all the way through, please, please go ahead. It is that Dragon Ball Infinite event is awesome for grinding up Dragonstones. And then obviously we do as more hardcore players, there is less and less for us to do. So if you're really, really struggling like that, another thing I suggest doing that I also do myself, go and play all the Dokkan fights, because all the Dokkan fights, even though it's only 2 stones per fight at the most, guess what? If you're missing 10 fights, that'll add up. That'll add up. 2 stones for every fight that you haven't done. It'll add up. I promise. Plus, they're also fun and it's just nice. Like, let's say you haven't done it just because you haven't pulled the unit. Who cares? Do it. and then you will have already done it at least once, and when you pull the unit, you can just boost the rest of the medals. So really, no reason for anybody not to be just beating all of these, in my opinion. But yeah, and the final, I forget how many. Actually, no, not final. There's actually a few more things that more advanced players could do low key. But I only have so much time before I have to leave. Another one, definitely, and this low key applies to intermediate players too. Just intermediate. I feel like a lot of intermediate players probably wouldn't be able to fully get through this. Um, just because I feel like I have a pretty insane wide selection of cards, and I still find myself not always beating it. Um, so I don't know, but this does definitely give you a good amount of stones, and not to mention these purple things, which you can then use to buy LRs with over here or whatever you need. LRs, some rare SSRs, awakening medals, Kais, a whole shebang. And then the final thing, I just wanted to throw this out there because, actually, before I say that, um, the story. If you guys haven't hit level 500, every time you level up until 500, every 5 or 10 levels, you will get 5 to 10 Dragon Stones. So I do recommend that. But to finish it off, that tab up there, I had never paid attention to. And then randomly one day I clicked it because I thought that was the story. So you want to go ahead and click this tab up here and make sure you have done everything on these. It's obviously sounds really stupid, but even me, as a very long time player, completely just flew over my head. So yeah, make sure you do these. I'm sure you all have. See, haven't even done this one, man. How many Dragon Stones is that gonna give me? 14. Whew, that's nice. But all right, lit. So yeah, that is, in my opinion, the best ways for intermediate, or not intermediate, advanced players to get stones. Obviously, there is a crap load of other things that I'm not talking about. I'm talking more about the how do you say it? The obvious ones, but Loki just fly over people's head. Obviously, you can get stones if you beat Super Battle Roads or if you beat Ultimate Red Zones. Just not as many as if you were to grind, like, let's say this, or if you were to grind EZAs. That's kind of why I decided to focus more on those aspects. But yeah, either way, smash a like, smash a subscribe if I was able to get you some stones. Let me know down below what you think, or if I missed anything. It's been your boy Buck Plays 2, and I'll catch you on the next one.